hoping that we get to see, well, how have they progressed, even in spite of the pandemic and all of that. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very excited to for what we're about to see.
So I'm guessing we're gonna start with the first game of this set, Samus versus Rob. And the first game is gonna be in Town and City, and it's a very interesting stage because both characters benefit this stage in order to like maintain your distance with projectiles and whatnot, and we might see a lot of timeouts. Perhaps it's gonna be a long set.
Perhaps it will be. I'm looking forward to seeing how much distance they're exactly going to keep from each other. Of course, you cannot overextend on Samus' shield because of that. What a combo. And he went for it all. A little greedy on xLone's part. However, still is going to run away with his life. And the lead is still on the Rob's side, of course. Nice drift back from Jeringas, of course, and the charges. This is exactly what we're expecting to see, like a lot of projectiles, the pressure once again, and the downer, but not finding its mark.
Yeah, no downer has been marked, as you mentioned, in that situation. But either way, we've been seeing as it contradicts to what I've said at the beginning. It's going to be like a slow pace game, but I'm seeing a lot of rush down, which we would love to see. You know, that's where the hype is coming from, you know. So right now we're seeing Jeringas going in a very aggressive manner with that downer, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna yoink your face, bring you back off stage, and hit him with the fair to take the first stock.
Oh, Town C.
Love to see it.
Yeah, Town C also paying him a favor right there, as the blast zones on the sides are a little narrower than other stages. Second downer this time around, also not finding the right mark, and no confirm as well. xLone was definitely trying for it, but Katie is running away with this lead, though eventually these trades are gonna start working in xLone's favor, and it was not even a trade, just a raw upper as the read was right on the platform. And, well, the damage could be made up quite quick. This is Rob we were talking about, after all.
Oh yeah, Rob. Without a doubt, he's gonna bring back the lead with no problem with all the easy combos that Rob can have with the grab and down tilt. He tried to do a grab there, but he couldn't connect. But either way, we're now seeing an even matchup right now. As already mentioned, you know, Rob is one of those few characters that can like make a comeback no matter what percentage you are. He can cheese you with no problem. We can see a down tilt to a grab. What's a conversion? Down tilt? I mean up tilt, it didn't work out. But either way, we'll see how Jeringas responds to the situation. He must take advantage that he almost got killed by the up tilt upper. But by the way, we see xLone bringing back the game, which seems that he was at a disadvantage for a moment, but he was able to bring it back with no problem. But either way, it's even because you know Samus, she's a very strong character, so she can kill at any situation. Ooh. But then again, we have Rob here.
That's right.
Yeah.
And had he got that read on the landing pattern, he would have got that stock for sure, as Rage is piling up. And ledge invincibility. Great patience from Haiti to actually be able to punish that. Yeah, and xLone trying to overextend a little, and the gyro. Ooh, that was a couple potential, and Haiti will find that. It's a lot of percent right back, though not quite even just yet. Haiti is still trying to bait something out. These grabs are flowing like they were always meant to be. And the charge shot though, and this is very dangerous position once again, as xLone has shown proficiency as far as catching those landing patterns of the platforms go. Ooh, again, just the gyro, very great from both of these guys. However, the overextension is gonna cost Haiti, as that up smash out of shield will seal the deal. Great patience by the end from xLone, just using the gyro, forcing Haiti to approach, and then he was like, I know they're trying to commit, so off smash out of shield it is.
Yeah, he was able to take advantage of the desperation of Jeringas in that situation, trying to connect him with the fair at the end, because you know you might a fair is one of Samus's best moves in when it comes to like spacing and whatnot, but he was able to take advantage of the situation by punishing with the up smash like we've seen. But what I like about Jeringas is his composure to not be as desperate. You know, he was able to bring it back, but to a close game. So that's what we love to see. Maintain your composure so you can have the possibility of bringing it back. Which brings us to our second game, once again in Smashville. and we're seeing right now xLone is taking advantage of all his projectile down tilts to grab, one of the bread and butter combos for Rob. But then we see Jeringas coming back to the stage with no problem at ease. But either way, xLone is like, you know what? No problem for me. I can just rack up many damage because Rob is too easy at taking advantage of you. And then, okay, he goes with the grab again. What's his punish? Up the bread and butter again, up tilt to up air. And we're seeing a very convincing advantage to start off this second game. And it might be a punish. Ooh, that was very close. He could have gone for a down air. But either way, those two up airs, wow. What can I say right here?
Just look at Katie's face, like the way that he knew, like I had an opportunity to hit him, and then he just didn't manage to get anything. However, this is exactly what I was expecting, like him just bringing it back. No second up B, I guess, a little too risky as the blast zone was quite near. But perhaps at this disadvantage, you have to try for those crazy plays. Let's see positioning from xLone, trying to cover the platform. The 10th time we see the backer battle edge, but not exactly, but you don't even have to keep the count as that move is quite effective. So many active frames that are going to help them, and this is one way to start burning that fuel, though not quite effective, and almost getting that platform down and
the platform helping him.
Yeah, the taxi platform quite literally this time around. Oh my god. Up B again, just interrupting. Great thread right there. I love the aggressiveness off stage. Like Rob, not the easiest character to challenge off stage, and still Hedy, even though he's at a disadvantage, willing to do a lot. And we are seeing also how the gyro is playing a huge role in this, because whenever xLone just leaves it like there, it just mitigates completely the projectiles, especially the charge shot that Samus could bring to the table. So Hedy reeling by quite a lot this time around.
Despite the advantage that we see right now, what I like about Jeringas is the utilization of this the down B to maintain xLone in a disadvantaged state at the ledge. You know, as we already know, Samus is one of the best characters when it comes to ledge trapping. So we love to see that. We love to see that from Jeringas, taking advantage of all of Samus's tools to maintain xLone in disadvantaged states. And we're seeing that Jeringas tried to do something crazy right there, but it would have been so cool. It would have been so cool. So now, right now we're seeing a very fired up Jeringas. Something snapped. Something snapped in his mind. He's like, no, I need to bring this back. And we're seeing it right now. Like he's little by little obtaining a lot of damage, a lot of advantage to ensure this. But either way, for a small moment, I saw something in Jeringa, like something snapped, and we might see that in the third game. We'll see though. It was a good game for both.
Yeah, it was an excellent game for both of these guys. However, even more so for xLone, who was getting everything that he wanted as far as punishes at the beginning of the game, and then Hedy just, as you said, it seems like something in the air changed for him, and he was hitting his confirms. He was playing neutral a lot more confidently. However, it was not enough to bring it all the way back, and that excellent play, perhaps that little momentum boost. We could be seeing him go the extra mile at this game number 3. However, it's still not decided, and we are seeing the change. This is something that I was definitely not expecting.
Me neither.
Because of the stage, because like Donkey Kong does get some nice confirms thanks to those bi-platform stages. So both here and Pokemon Stadium are really good for the monkey, right? Like he can get those confirms on the platform if he gets the cargo throw. However, it's looking like curtains for this first stock, especially when you're at the ledge against Samus.
Yeah, this is a very interesting counter pick, but I can understand from xLone side due to the fact that, you know, when you play neutral, you have to like mix up your approaches, and you know, since Donkey Kong is a very aggressive character, doesn't have all the tools to approach as we're seeing right now, but I can understand that he wants to like change his way of approaching. Like instead of being a more how do you say it, defensive with Rob.
Yeah.
Why not try to become aggressive to test the waters? This is game 3.
Sure.
This is a weekly. It's not a big tournament, but so it's worth trying out the different matchups to obtain knowledge from these matchups and see what you can do. As we can see right now, it seems that Jeringas has a huge advantage. With any percentage can kill this monkey. It can be from a fair, but with the weird hitbox, yeah, that works as well. That works as well.
Well,
but yeah,
he gave it away right there. As well, we are seeing Jeringas completely dominate this time around. I don't know what possessed xLone to leave the Rob as the win. Even though it wasn't secured, of course, it seemed a lot more likely the way that he was playing. Nice block with the Nair. However, these ledge traps once again are showing up, and Hedy, of course, has those. And even tried for the downer. He could have set up like next percent, but getting his way with this monkey exactly like he wanted, and he tries for the spike. Excellent positioning. However, the timing not quite there. And once again, those backers, look at the way Hedy just almost seamlessly, right? He goes off stage and no up throw as well. Like,
and with the up tilt, that was some good positioning of
Samus' revenge.
Yeah, that was some
looking like King K. Rool right here.
Yeah, as you said, King K. Rool and Samus is looking at King K. Rool, a huge disadvantage state, as we saw from xLone, but we might see a counter pick with no problem. But if he stays with Donkey Kong, I'm gonna be very surprised because it was very convincing victory for Jeringas for game 3. But as we're seeing a random right now, pick for both characters. So we see Bayonetta versus Lucina. Okay.
Bayo versus the Lucina here, and I will definitely favor the princess right here, as swords are historically a thing that Bayonetta really struggles with, and also like Bayo, even though she's still a Smash character, of course, she is not the most straightforward one, right? Like, she has a ton of different options that you actually have to learn to use. For example, the triple jumping, and you also have to learn the mechanics from the ADK. So, perhaps Hedy has a chance to get something going here, but it's looking all the way of xLone and Lucina. Well, everybody could have a Lucina, right? It's not the hardest character to play, and we are seeing right here that the Wheel of Fortune didn't really favor Hedy as far as character choices went. Let's see if he can get some reads instead, because like the character knowledge really doesn't seem there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, this is a very basic character, so the luck is in xLone's side right now, which could possibly seal this set if we can see the momentum going for xLone's Lucina, which proves to be very effective in this 4th game. And as you mentioned, Bayonetta is a very for many people it may seem simple, but you have to like use all the tools that Bayonetta has in his arsenal, such as the triple jump, and to extend all those combos per right's accuracy. So it's understandable the struggle here, and we're seeing a hard read and a punish from Hedy with that force smash and the taunt, which may give him the powers to make a comeback, which looks kind of difficult.
That was like I know you are a like mid-level Bayo kind of read. Like that was from the to try and avoid an aerial AVK, and he's really trying for this shield, but he's only finding those forward smashes as a payback. And this ledge trap situation again. Let's see how many shield breakers he's able to use. Dolphin Slash once more, getting stumped.
Oh no,
that was super close. I think the hardbox shifting saved the Bayo for a second. And finally, let's see if Hedy is able to bring this to at least a last stock, as it's looking super rough. That Bayo at 133% and now out of a life and out of tournament life is Hedy, xLone, and Hedy hugging it out there. They're friends.
Yeah.
as most people into Mexico City. Both of these guys will, I guess, veterans at this point. Like they've been playing for like 5+ years. So,
Yep.
and also like huge part of the community. So, at least in Mexico City. So,
Yeah,
great stuff for them.
There comes a point where you can just have fun, have a blast in your set. So this is something that you love to see in the community. It's not about competing for something